Hey, you guys, I just want to say, even though, we joke and we have fun about things, I just want to reiterate something because I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea because, you know, um, I don't believe in slander. I don't believe in judgmental. I don't believe in a lot of things, that a lot of people believe in. I believe people that make, people who need people are the most predominant, powerful people in the world. And the most people that, the people that judge, they really don't matter. The people who don't judge are the people who matter. I.e., say like, those of you definitely who remember your grandma and your grandma's time, you could go over your grandma's house. You could have holy shoes on, dirty, whatever, and grandma just give you that hug and give you something to eat. Come on in here, baby. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, versus, people that would have come up on you and say, oh my gosh, you got, X, Y, and Z. Those people don't matter for real. So even though I jokingly did like a little video, and I was speaking on open marriage, it was actually just something lighthearted, and I just wanted to see where I can tap into. I guess when comedians do it, it's okay. They can pick any topic out the sky, but since I'm not deemed a comedian yet, which I do have a dose of it in my blood, I don't know, because I always see the humor in things. I can't help it, and I guess, I lived such a hard life. I had to, you know what I mean? So, having that said, you guys, I just want to bring something to all of my viewers, all of my love you divine, all of my divine loves and my divine lovettes. I really want your attention on this one because, you know, um, what I did was I got the book to support, this gentleman here. You know, I got that book to support this gentleman here. I just opened my box. I got it when it first came out. Something made me sick, so it didn't want me to show you guys that I got it. I was the first one to get it or whatever. But I had it for days, weeks probably. I think it's about 2.5 weeks or something. I had it, and it's a trip, So I got this, and the trip part is I was down and out and couldn't share it with you guys. I was actually under the weather, So all of a sudden my nose had attacked me, and my box had came, and I couldn't share this with you guys. This man, I really highly respect, and I have to speak about him alone because it goes back with me in the day, it goes back, to Philly times, I love Philadelphia too with all my heart and soul, just like I love New York with all my heart and soul. Certain, only certain parts of the world can give you that pure love. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that unconditional love that I just shared about. Those are places with unconditional love, right? But Philly is a little bit more structured to me, like when it comes to that brotherly love. You have to really walk it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just talk it. Your mouth say anything. Like, don't write what do you call, don't write a check with your mouth that your A can't cash, that your behind can't cash, so to speak. That's what Philly reminds me of, But I always love Philly because you guys know my representative was national retail promotion for a record label out of Philly, which was called Rough House Records. I highly respect her. Shout out to Lady G. All right. So what I believe in is this gentleman right here. I believe he's a doggone genius. Those who can't see it, I don't know. I guess you will. WILL, you will. I know this person is a genius. I knew this back in the day when I really watched this come up. I watched him come up, roll out, come back, and be that powerful innovator. That breath taker, that move shaker. I watched him be um, extraordinary in this world. I watched him be that, and it was a beautiful thing to me, you guys. It was a beautiful thing to know that not only, and not getting on Amanda Seals real, but, just somebody who worked their way from the bottom for real to the top and didn't always say that, didn't make a song about it, You know what I mean? Didn't say, like, just in other words, didn't boast about it. You know what I'm saying? This was a humble, respectful, powerful, innovative genius, you know? And to be honest with you guys, I want to really touch on something, because I know we do have a lot of powerful people in our, in our world here, that have touched our hearts in many ways. And for me, this name touches my heart. You guys, in case you guys didn't know, a lot of names carry spirits. Okay, a lot of names carry spirits, so you guys must know that. All right. If you don't know that, just think about when you came up, everybody named so and so was trouble. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, here we go. And I'm not gonna point out them names right now because I don't want nobody going, no shit then. But it's true. A lot of names carry the spirit of the name. Okay, and this name is so strong. We speak of it. We use the higher power's name in front of this name a lot of times. And it's so powerful, you guys. I'm going to tell you, one time in my life, I was really down. A lot of you guys know a slight ink of my story, which I let you guys know, in the previous, my story. So, having that said, you guys, when I came up, seeing somebody like this was powerful to me. But also, you guys, I must let you guys know I am a 3-time, I'm trying to make sure it was 3 because it may be 4, 3-time suicidal attempt person, like nobody knew, you know what I mean, each time, but I really did it, you know what I mean? I really did it. The first time I did like a whole bunch of pills, and it was stupid. But it wasn't the right pills because I didn't have access to any, right pills. So I just popped any pills I seen. I just swallowed them all. And this had to be when I was like 16, almost 17, or 17 exactly. And I remember swallowing the pills and just getting so sick that, the Creator woke me up like, you're going to do this again because it's going to last forever. Like the worst feeling ever is when you go around stupid and try to hide from your family because you done took a bunch of pills and try to, maybe go to somebody else because you ain't dying. You're not dying right now. You just, you don't know if it's a slow death or what, but it was just, I did the stupidity, you guys. I'm a victim of life. These are life. This is a big LE for me. I've had big LEs in my life, learning experiences. However, I want to share also with you guys. The second one was me, using mood changing chemicals. Like when I was coming up. It was plenty of drugs coming up when I came up, and I deliberately tried to OD. And I actually did. But one of the persons, I don't know. I don't even know if all of them are passed away by now, but one of the persons passed away that brought me back. So I do remember actually ODing and at 17 off of drugs, and because I didn't want to be here anymore. I did not want to be here anymore. All right, and yeah, and so I do remember that. But you guys also, having that said, I could just hear them when my eye, I could hear them because I couldn't see them. Everything was dark, and it was like little colors around, little colors or whatever. But it was like I was in between, all right? And I could hear them say, take her outside, do this, do that. They was doing all kinds of stuff. I was like, if y'all could just leave me alone, I just was hoping that they would just give up, that it wouldn't work for them, because I thought I did the ultimate. I thought I really did it this time, right? Didn't do it, had to come back. Had to come on back, you guys. So came back. By the time I was 23, something really disturbed me, and because I was disturbed by this particular thing, you guys. I felt like I was disrespected, and it affected me so in such a way. That's why I don't understand why people just slandering people on these platforms like it's okay, because it's not okay. You know what I mean? Definitely it's not. If you can't really uplift someone, just you know, fall back, so to speak. You know what I mean? However, that's just, how I live, because that karma is in the universe as well. So those who think they haven't got those who really think they're getting over, they just haven't got the bill yet, because the bill is in the mail. When you slandering people out there, it comes back. And guess what? You either pay now or you pay later. But guess what? When you pay later, you got to pay with interest. But it's coming for you, all right? The bill is in the mail. So I want to say that. But you guys, getting back to my story, I felt so underappreciated, disrespected by a particular individual, and I couldn't stand my peace because they were hiding from me. They were hiding from me because I was coming full force, and I'm glad they did, Howard, because I probably wouldn't be able to sit here today and tell you guys a story. But what I did was I tried, I tried the ultimate way of trying. I really tried to end my life, okay? And it was powerful the way the Creator works, to show you that you're not in charge, all right? And once I tried that time, it was such an epic fail, and it was an epic fail and a dynamic realization. It was a powerful spiritual awakening, I want to say. And the Creator showed me in such a way that I'm not going to let you do it. I don't care what you use. And it was real. When people say they pulled the trigger, I've heard people say it. People say they pulled the trigger and no safety was on. I'm living proof. I'm just so grateful to be here, you guys. And it's so ironic because right after that, the song came out for my soul. And I think Patti LaBelle said, take these things off of me. Mama, take these guns off of me. I can't use them no more, and it was powerful. So it was all of a revelation to my soul at that time. Everything was just a spiritual awakening, a revelation, and then they turned around and had these things where you turn in your stuff, and I was like, ooh, good, I got a place. I turn it in, here you go. You know what I mean? I don't need to carry this pain no more with me, because it was a lot of pain. And they really mean you live by it, you die by it. Okay, so keep thinking that it's a situation where it's just for someone else. That someone else could very well be you. Okay, all right. So, and it's crazy. You know what I mean? To be blessed, and still living to tell it. Okay, to make such a fool's move and be living to tell it. But I'm proud of it. And that's why this right here means a lot to me, because of His name. Will, it was no doubt, no respect to you anytime, to you, your family, or anyone that has anything to do with your seed. It's no respect to you ever from this spectrum of the world, okay? And I know I can speak for a lot of people. You know what I mean? You are no doubt, less than, or beneath, or your family, or you everything you do is definitely sustaining you. It shows. Look at you, man. You look 2 years old, right? You look very blessed, as so, and most of all, you have that beautiful family with you, okay? Everybody, everybody can, do whatever they want, but you guys are blessed. And it shows. It's in what you eat, what you do, how you walk, what you breathe. It shows. If you look around you and there's nothing but beauty there, it shows. That's why I say I really, do, I'm just so grateful, for you and your accomplishments, your realization. I'm grateful for this book, I feel like, when I got this book in my hand, I feel like it has a spiritual plan, like a higher plan, Okay, so let me tell you guys, like I said, I tried to kill myself for the last time. And this was really the last time because he woke me up this time. But I still couldn't stop because it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. And I deliberately, tried to talk to somebody because I didn't have anybody to talk to. So I dialed a bunch of wrong numbers, you guys. I dialed a bunch of wrong numbers. I'll never forget it. And a gentleman answered the phone. And he was like, it's almost like he wanted to hang up, but then he didn't want to hang up. And I called him almost at the right time, and he just talked and talked to me. And I let him know, I said, you know what? I said, you're not going to believe this, but I really did just try to kill myself. He said, what? And I was like, yeah. And he said, why? I said, I told him the reason why. I felt disrespected, I mean, for some of you guys, and I'm going to say this out loud because maybe men need to know, I felt disrespected for real because a gentleman touched me on my behind. I even made a rap about it. I was so angry, and I was so angry. This gentleman touched me on my behind at the club. I had never been so insulted in my life. Like, it felt like, you guys, you're not going to, okay. This was back in the days, and I still remember it. It was like, first things first. I want to put this stupid nigga in the hearse. First it was cool, then it got out of line. He must have thought I was a joke when he lost his mind, touching me on my ass as if I was a freak. Something stupid he said just to reach his peak. Now I want to shoot him in the mouth where all the shit come from. Watch his blood splatter and maybe even keep some. Just to say I did for my own satisfaction. So maybe I can feel some hell of reaction. But until I do, this shit ain't through. I'm not satisfied until I shoot you first things first. I was so angry. You guys know. All right? I was really angry. And I cried. And I cried. And I cried. You guys, heads up. Women are not happy about that. You know what I mean? You don't know what is it. And the dude says it in his song, but he should have made it more broad into not just relationship. Where he say, the sweetest woman in the world can be the meanest woman in the world. There's a thin line between love and hate. Yeah. He speaks about that because, women are sugar and spice and everything nice, but please don't disrespect because, it's disrespect. No one wants that, So, you guys, I just want to share that with you guys. And it was so hurtful because I couldn't get a hold to this guy. This guy was hiding because he knew I was looking for him. He knew I was looking for him, you guys. So, anywho, the gentleman I was talking to on the phone was so nice. And guess what? He said his name was Will. Most of my readers out there, you guys know, shout out to Waterstar, shout out to Val333 Tarot, shout out to Star Girl, shout out to Manal, shout out to Astro Queen, shout out to Jolie Baba. I love you guys. You play a definite powerful role in my life today and now for the last 3 years. Keep doing what you're doing. Because you guys have dried up some of my tears, and that's real talk. So, I may be getting ready to cry, but I don't want to cry. Because, this is huge, This name is so powerful, and I know that this man carries the spirit of this name. I told that gentleman on the phone, I said, said, I told him on the phone, I said, well, let me tell you what he did. So you guys, I was getting ready to hang up. He said, don't hang up, you know? He said, don't hang up. He said, can you meet me, or can we, and he was like, Dad, and I was like, he said, like he knew that I shouldn't be alone. He didn't want me to hang up that phone. You guys, I remember it like it was yesterday, and it wasn't yesterday. Okay? And sorry about that, you guys. Sometimes you get wet. Okay? And it's the ice melting in my heart, right? It's coming out my eyes. So you guys, that gentleman was so nice to me. His name was Will. And he said, I could meet you somewhere 2, 3 in the morning, not knowing if I was a dangerous person or just setting them up. But he put his... Back then, there was so much going on, you guys, more than is going on ever now. I'm telling you. He put his life on the line for little old me, somebody he didn't know from a can of paint. Somebody he didn't know from a can of paint. Shout out to that Will. Will, I pray you still living. I pray that anyone and everyone knows the man that carries this name is only sent by the Most High's will. Some of you guys already know it. Some of you guys already know it. I know you do. Some of you guys know it. Some of you guys just know it. This is definitely huge for me. I never got a chance to say, well, I did, because he met with me 2, 3 in the morning. He did that. So the gentleman met with me, Will, at 2, 3 that morning, risked his own life to come to an unsavory neighborhood that wasn't that great at all, okay? And was out of his jurisdiction. And back then, it was real turf for unnecessary reasons. However, well, to them is reasons, but, to females and mothers of children and young mothers, we didn't feel like it was no cause for that, but it was for them, okay? So he put himself out there for me, life or death for me. A person who was going to kill herself, he put his life out for me. And that was such a beautiful thing. No, he's living, you guys. And I've always prayed for him. I've always prayed for him. But when I seen this book, and what I know is this man is here because of the Most High will. Not only me, but he is will. He is will. A lot of his energy is from Most High's will. It's just, you guys know what I'm saying here. This man is no circumstance, accident, or coincidence, okay? It is. And he is deemed the Most High's will. Whew, I'm sorry, you guys. I had to get that one out. I love you guys a bunch. My camera keep lagging. Nothing wants me to get your message out, you guys. But I'm here to do so. I have to. And Will, shout out to Will. And his beautiful family who's been slandered and dragged and nitpicked and nagged, like whatever the case, it don't even matter. It's not even your business. If I come out here and say I just screwed a donkey or a horse, it still ain't your business to drag my business. It's not your business. All right? Everybody, really, I wish you just know your place, Know your place, This man is here for a reason. I love it so much. And that family is so beautiful, and they're here for a reason, from sun up to sundown reason. They're here because of who? I love you guys. I just wanted to share that, and shout out to Will. I got the book when it first came out, but something didn't want, something wanted to stop me from my joy, because it would have been a more happier note. But I see what Divine Spirit did. He wanted me to tell you, in case you didn't know. You know what I mean? In case you didn't know. Thank you guys. One.